Good day, Terrarians. Purple Mentat here, bringing you episode 30 of my 1.3 Expert Blind Let's Play. Now, today, just for total disclosure, I did lose a little bit of footage that I had planned on using for this episode, because I was a little bit overzealous about clearing up space on the recording drive after I did my last round of editing. I deleted the episode 30 folder instead of through the episode 29 folder. Boo. So I'm going to catch you back up to speed real quick. Mostly you missed some grindy stuff with only one little bit of excitement, but don't worry, it'll still be fun. First thing that I did was I realized if I'm going to be spending some time in the dungeon, then I should get the biome keys first. And I've built myself a little engine over here to do so. So, I did some looking on the wiki to read about artificial biomes. And, as it happens, if you have 100 of a hollow block like pearlstone, or 200 of a crimson block like this red ice here, or 300 of a cold block, which counts the red ice and the regular ice, you will be counted as in that biome. So, right now, this chest contains the ability to... actually, we need 2 there, don't we? And where did the red ice go? It's always hiding on me. This chest contains the ability to make it a crimson biome and only a crimson biome by adding the 200th red ice block, a hollow biome by adding the 100th pearlstone block, or a snow biome by adding the... getting the number of ice blocks to 101, which with the 199 red ice blocks will get you 300 to be a snow biome. It will always overlap as a jungle biome. So, for example, if I want to farm for jungle, snow, and hollow keys, I would just grab the pearlstone, plop it down, grab the ice, plop it down, and now this is a jungle hollow snow biome. And I can stand down here in the water, turn on the dart traps that I have down there, and if I want to, summon a deadly sphere in there to help kill things. Unfortunately, the deadly sphere tends to come back to you, phasing through the floor. You're better off using ravens here than the deadly sphere. If I haven't shown the deadly sphere yet, and I think I have, but I'm not 100% certain, it came from the solar eclipse. And the solar eclipse after Plantera has new monsters in it, which I'm certain that you've seen some of those. And the Deadly Sphere staff is one of the cool drops that comes from the Deadly Sphere monster. Well, it's the only cool drop that comes from them, but still. What I ended up doing was standing here with my ravens and working on other things, letting the farm run and gaining lots and lots of drops from these guys. And every now and then I'd come back and I'd trash all of the pirate maps and glowstones and banners that I had, and just let the drops keep piling up until I had the key that I was looking for. And once I had a hallowed key, I dug up that bit of pearlstone, put down a bit of red ice, and turned it into a crimson snow jungle biome. As you can see, I ended up with a lot of jungle keys, but only the one frozen crimson and hallowed key because that was all I needed. I didn't need to get any more than that. So let's head back and show you what I managed to accomplish in the dungeon. Here we go. So this is the main area where I'd been clearing things out. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of empty space. The plan was to build a fun little spawner and grinder to kill lots of stuff. Except I killed so much stuff that I ended up with nearly 100 ectoplasm, and that's going to be more than enough to make every pumpkin moon summoner I need. Well, not pumpkin moon, frost moon. As promised at the end of last episode, I did kill a few more pumpkin moons. I never got past wave 10 or 11 with the grinder that I had. But, oh hey, there's still a locked chest in this dungeon from normal mode. I already had all of the stuff anyway. But I did clear out enough space that we should be able to get to the biome chests. And let's see, there's at least a couple up there. I'm not sure where the other one is, but probably there? I don't know. Will it tell me? Frozen chest. Gold. Bed. Piano. The chests don't look a whole... we'll find them. Come on. Let's go get those chests opened up. You die, 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 die. But yeah, I found that the minion build was not super effective in the dungeon, and I was much better off relying on my own magic with the Spectre armor instead of the spooky armor. I like the spooky armor from a conceptual standpoint, but I feel safer using the Celestial Emblem and the Sorcerer Emblem. And, ow. Stop that. Yeah, I'm bound to get a bunch more ectoplasm while I'm in here. Up here... Hello. Ah, Necromancer. Couple of them. The reason I sound like a werewolf. It's nighttime. Celestial Emblem is amazing. Bats. The bat staff is just as good as expected, especially with the Spectre armor. And does an amazing job of generating lots of ectoplasm down here. Hello. Oh, that was my sphere. That was my guy. That's okay. Frozen chest contains strong staff of the Frost Hydra. That sounds cool. Does this do what I think it does? It sure does. Haha, I like him. Want more of that. That's for sure. And some random, usual, you know, dungeony loot stuff. I don't even care enough about those torches to take them back. There was another chest around here somewhere, I thought. I got the jungle... Oh, there we go. Up there. There's the jungle chest. And there's the crimson chest. Excellent. Which means the hollow chest should be up that way as well, I think. Oh, wait. The hollow chest was near the entrance. That's right. Let's go get the crimson chest, though. First things first, right? Then we can go back to the entrance. Ah, first things first is not dying, apparently. So close to dead. Alright, we're gonna go hide for a minute and do some... Never mind. I'll meet you back here. Alright, back at the dungeon. Let's stop off and get that hallowed chest this time, as it is right near the entrance. What have we got in here? Rainbow gun. This is the best thing ever. That's amazing, and I love everything about this. I am going to reforge this. I don't even... into whatever it does. Mythical? Who cares? And I'm going to be using this in everything. Oh, wow. That is going to be amazing for the invasions. Yes. Heck, it's pretty good even not reforged. Yes. I am now a pretty butterfly flying around shooting rainbows. This was probably inevitable. Alright, and... Right, this was the jungle chest that I never took with me in the first place. And here's our crimson chest. Containing vampire knives. Oh, rapidly throw life-stealing daggers. These aren't half bad. I feel like they don't seem to heal a ton. I imagine that's because it's, they're either heal based on the amount of damage they do, which I'm not going to do very much at the moment, or they're just going to be based on the, what do you call it? They've been nerfed for expert mode or something like that. I'm not certain. I haven't read over all of the patch notes, intentionally so to avoid spoilers. Okay. Ow. Ooh, Bone Lee. Got a cool drop off of him that I've been meaning to check out. So let's go do that, because I have no other reason to be here anymore. Huh, someone followed on Twitch. Yay! Should really mute that thing when I'm recording, shouldn't I? I don't need silver bars. I don't need an Amarok. I don't need regular healing potions or recall potions. Some of the other stuff could be useful, so we'll go deposit that instead of crashing it. Alright. First things first is going to be reforging this rainbow gun because I love everything about it. In fact, it's going to replace my heat ray. So I'm going to go do that. Look up what the best reforge is on it. Spend some time clicking. I have, what? 288 platinum? So, yeah. It'll only take a moment. And then, we're going to probably take on the Frost Moon. And, oh yeah, right. Before we do any of that, though. In my accessory crafting, I have my quick tiger climbing gear. And, oh, maybe I lost it? Alright, folks, after searching through all of the inventories, it turns out I don't actually have the black belt that I thought I did. I'll have to go reform those at some point. So, the big thing that's happened between last episode and now is farming a handful of the mechanical bosses to get more souls. There's the loom. Collecting a lot of cobweb, because I'm going to need an awful lot of silk for naughty presents. It requires 20 silk per attempt at the Frost Moon. I have more than enough now, but, yeah, you know me. No kill like overkill, right? And, killed the Pumpkin Moon a few times to be able to make the full spooky armor, get the bat staff, and pretty much all of the drops from the Pumpkin Moon at this point that I care about, except a couple of cosmetic-y things, including killing off, getting the trophies for the big tree thing and the Pumpkin, who's, you know, just a jerk. The other thing that I've done is I've torn up the old arena, which was over here, because it was just not effective, and built a new one over here, which is actually in range of home for invasions. And I've learned a little bit more about some of the cool mechanics in the game, some of the slightly buggier things that you can make use of that cause, well, I mean, it's a hard sell on it being a bug because they've known about it for quite a while, and they could have patched it with 1.3, but they didn't. So, is it a bug? Is it an ascended feature like the water duplication? Nobody knows. They have left it in the game, so I'm considering it fair game for the time being. Alright, so ectoplasm and silk and souls of fright will create for me the naughty present. I can make more solar tablets. Sure, we'll use one of these to show off the new grinder. And let's see, I'm just going to go ahead and make a whole 10 of them right off the bat. I also have another Pumpkin Moon medallion, so I can test out this grinder a couple of different ways. Well, this new invasion defense zone a couple of different ways before I take it on. And we're going to put our summoning gear back into storage, because as much as I enjoy it, it's just not doing it for me. I mean, part of me is very tempted to use the Lucky Papyrus Scarab for the max minions, the damage and knockback, and the crit strike. But it's just not going to happen, unfortunately. And the other unfortunate part is there's no upgrade for the Avenger emblem that works for summoning. There is the Celestial emblem for mages, which, if I have not yet covered, you need to get a Celestial magnet from the Traveling Merchant and combine it with an Avenger emblem, and it increases pickup range for mana stars, gives you an extra 15% magic damage, and I have mine forged with Lucky for extra critical strike. 19% magic damage from the Sorcerer emblem. That's probably less important to me than the 4% damage, 8% mana usage, and automatic mana potion usage of the mana flower during boss-type events. And then we've got our Warding Hoverboard, Warding Ankh Shield, Warding Celestial Shell, and Warding Star Veil to get us up to a total of 68 defense, have some extra invincibility, provide us extra buffs at night, and give us immunity to knockback, fire, block, most debuffs, and let us move. Because the hoverboard is my one movement accessory that I have decided to keep using. Oh, where was that? Put you away. I like you, spooky armor, and you look cool, but it's just not going to do it. Alright. What time of day is it? 3:15 p.m.? Great. Let's show you the new little invasion arena that I've got going on. And need to do a couple of other things to refine it as well. That's going to be through this teleporter. Now, these plates, these blocks, are from an invasion that popped up when I was building along the minecart track, lots of wire from the teleporter all over here in the dungeon, all the way back. Well, this Martian probe showed up, and then I just spent 20 minutes getting wrecked left and right and dying over and over and over again, and horrible things happened. And I got 0 fun, unique drops out of it there, and just died a lot. Every single one of the NPCs died. It was bad. I'm sorry that I could not show that on camera because I've lost that footage, but I mean, really, it was a massacre. Nothing survived. Mentat did not do well in that instance. But hopefully we'll do better now. So these are just being used cosmetically. You could use any block or background wall for this. So what we have going on, as you may have noticed, this is smooth granite, and those slimes moved right through it. What I have learned is if you have a platform that you hammer once into a stair that's leading into the wall, you will ignore that wall and walk right through it. Like, if I'm up here, this is a solid wall. I can't walk through that. But if I walk through here while holding down, I won't go through that first bit. If I walk through here, even if I walk up the stairs, well, if I go too slow, I get bounced to the top. But as you can see, yeah, I'm inside of a solid wall and passing right through it. And even better, I can fire through that wall. So I can stand in here where things can't hit me. Well, some things can't hit me. And I can fire my Inferno Fork out, I can shoot my Magnet Sphere through, I can send my Homing Bat attack through, and I can fire my Rainbow Gun, which is amazing! I love this thing! So, yeah. I think that this will do a pretty good job of keeping me fairly safe. However, I still have to deal with the fact that there are multiple things and multiple attacks that can go through walls. What I have is a teleporter to take me down below, and another teleporter down below so that I can bounce around pretty easily. And if I want to, I can just bounce down, wait for things to get close, bounce back up, wait for things to get close, bounce down to the other side, run across, bounce back, bounce up. Yeah, there's a lot of options. Now, the points I'm not 100% happy with, I don't have a great defense against air things, just myself firing out my bat shot. And sometimes that's enough. Other times they decide, oh, look, there's things below me, I'm gonna go get them. Even though there's a monster, like, right here. But the Inferno Fork does a pretty good job of taking care of that. And my roof defense isn't the best it could be. There's just these guys. 6 dart traps and 1 flame trap, all on the same timer. I should change them around so that all of the dart traps fire on a different timer, but that's like work. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to spend some time working on that, and it'll also give me a chance to show you the wiring here, which is fairly complex. It's more complex than it needs to be, by far, but at least then I'll be able to justify the amount of work I put into making it this complex. So what are we going to do? We're going to chop down the wire that is currently on this guy. Yeah, this will actually be good for everything. We're going to run some blue over here, and then down. The big... whoops. There's more blue. The big problem is making sure you don't overlap wires of the same color. It can be an issue at times. And then get it hooked up. This is our activation switch, which sends the bat flying down. You saw that last time with the whole bat activates a bunch of different triggers. Well, I've got it set up here to activate 6 different triggers, which is, as I found, completely overkill. I have way more triggers being activated than I need. But that's okay, I don't mind. It's fun. So, we're gonna take green. Oops, not there. We're gonna need to put red back there. We're gonna take green through here. Because I have all of the timers on the outside, I can go ahead and run things through the middle however I want. And we're going to use these guys for the bottom. We're going to hook them up in the same order that they are on the shelf here. So we'll move our green to this, and we'll go ahead and hook it there too, just so that something is triggering the fire. We'll move our red down like this to here, and our blue down like this to there. And now they'll all activate at slightly different times. So when the where's my ruthless sphere? Get up here. Protect me! When this trigger activates, it'll hit this one, and then an instant later it'll hit this one. So all three of these darts will be able to strike every enemy that they are passing through. And then I do the same thing on the other side by running things out a bit so that they don't overlap and coming from the other direction. And red. Nope, that's the wrong red. Make sure you don't get the wrong red, folks. You'll be sad if you do. This is the red I want. You want to make sure you don't ooh, you know what? That doesn't work. Green is going through the button for blue, and so is red. That's going to screw everything up. I'm glad I spotted that now. So we're going to have to change that around, reset things a bit. Where'd the blue go? Blue's fine. Green and red need to come down like so. There we go. And now there's no overlap in here, and it can run through the walls or underneath just fine. It just, you can't overlap on the buttons. You need each button to only have one color touching it, or it doesn't work right. Alright, so the blue goes to here, the red to here, and the green to here. And then we just run them up to connect. Excellent. So now, at least I can somewhat justify the amount of timers that I have, because everything is... These traps, at least, are being triggered independently. So, turn you on and give you an idea of what's happening over here. See? This guy's getting hit by multiple darts instead of just one. Whereas if I had them all on the same timer, he would have been hit by just one. Excellent. And I can turn it on and off with ease. Just by letting the bat come down and then die in the lava. Now, one other issue I noticed when I was testing this is monsters occasionally like to spawn up here. So we're just going to put some lava there and block it off with some bubble blocks. And now nothing will spawn there. Nothing at all. Not a problem anymore. Fantastic. And so now we can hide in here, and as you can see, the monsters end up going through this wall because these walls are set up the exact same way. And they're one-way walls. You can get in, but you can't get out. See? Even I can't get out. Not through those. I did build myself a trapdoor to get out, because you should always have a way to escape your own traps. What happened? Ah! There we are. I missed a spot. Something seemed wrong. And yeah, so this is what I'm going to be using for fighting invasions and moons. And we're going to take on the Frost Moon, I think, first. Deal with that a couple of times. Or at least attempt to. Before we go on attempting to fight the Martian invasion again. And then after we've done that, well, back over at the dungeon, I found something interesting when I went over there the first time. That was the wrong teleporter. Hang on. Well, I came over here, and I noticed that something new has appeared. We're gonna delete you just in case. Check these guys out. I don't know what's up. Lunar Devotee and Blue Cultist Archers with a mysterious tablet. But we're gonna leave that alone until after we've dealt with the stuff that I know about, just in case it's some sort of progression gate where I won't be able to go back. So, I'm going to wait for the next night, and I'm going to do some more testing on that. Ooh, you know what? I forgot something very, very important. We're going to want to get heart and star statues, as well as a crystal ball and a bewitching table inside of that place, aren't we? Where are my heart statues? I had them somewhere. Alrighty then. We are just about at evening. I have my hearts, stars, and buff tables set up. So we are going to go ahead and take a swing at the frost moon, as we have all of the coolness from the other moons. Now, I imagine there's going to be some sort of enemy that's going to be able to travel through the walls, and some others that are going to be able to shoot through the walls. That's part of why I have this tiny area with the platforms, and I'll be able to bounce around with the teleporters. I've got my honey here, and yeah, I think we'll be alright. We just might be okay. And I'm going to be doing my best to keep my deadly spheres with me, where they can do some good things to keep me alive against that sort of issue. But I guess we'll find out if my preparations are, in fact, good enough sometime soon, won't we? But as I said, I think that I'll be in okay shape, honestly. This guy's gonna have to be respawned every minute, and the deadly spheres, well, they will last the night as long as I keep rebuffing. 10 seconds to go time. Buff up, summon, 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 and get rid of that map, it's in the way. Commence. The frost moon. It was a blood moon. Well, now it's a frost moon. Go, bat! Gingerbread men and zombie elves. Alright, sure, why not? Okay, I love the music. This will speed things up. Hello, Everscream. Alright, that attack is blocked by walls. Another giant tree thing, of course. Yep, he can go through walls. He has a lot of the hit points too, doesn't he? Wow, we're already on wave 5. Nice. Can't complain about that, can I? Ooh, there was another slime. Umbrella slime. Why didn't I think of that? Elf copter, huh? Not a worry. Down goes Everscream. Doesn't look like he dropped anything. That's a lot of elf copters. No problem. No problem at all. What's hitting? Oh, derp. Pay attention. Hello. Missiles from a Santa NK1. Oh, that's new. Present bombs, I assume. Christmas tree sword. Neat. I like the sound of that. Once I hear the Santa making his "I'm firing my missiles" noise, that's when I run. No problem so far. Should have brought a vile thorn. Well, I say a vile thorn. I mean the vile thorn. Worth it. Yeah, it seems to be going fairly well. Not a fan of these elf copters, that's for certain. You know, I bet we haven't even seen the real boss yet, though, so that's a worry. No, 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 no. How long on health potions? 15 seconds. Come on, help me out here. What do we got? Same enemies we've seen before. No problem. Alright, the Santa died. We're on wave 9, and it is halfway through the night. And we're gaining health again. Whew! You're new. Nutcracker, huh? Okay, no problem. Nice, 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 nice. I am happy? I think this is happy I'm feeling, folks. I'm not certain, though. It's weird. Yeah, they won't track through walls. Yikes. Every now and then you just gotta pull out and heal up. Alright. Elf helicopters again. Good, good. I feel like I'd be happier with a couple of spots underneath where I could sneak over and throw something down below. Where are my platforms? Ah, yep, presents are bad. Don't let presents at you. Come on, come on, come on. Surprisingly, no nastier bosses than ever scream in the Santa yet. But I don't think that's gonna last forever. Need more light around here, that's for sure. Playing a dangerous game, keeping it so dark. Ow. Ow. Wow. Pine needle found its way through that one wide hole. Ugh. Well, we're getting somewhere, and we're getting some drops. So, yay! I feel like Wave 10 is not a bad place to be, especially as I'm at the appropriate level for it. Well, the appropriate level. The appropriate gear for it, I guess, is what I mean. Oh, and I don't have my life force potions. Whoops. Ice Queen. That's new. There's the boss I was waiting for. Or it could be morning. That's cool too. So yeah, I didn't quite get to morning with this setup. I'm gonna have to work on that. But let's see what we did get out of it, huh? Shall we? Alright, we have Razor Pine. Magic damage? Oh! This guy's cool. The Christmas Tree Sword shoots Christmas ornaments. Doesn't even auto swing though. The Elf Shirt, the Annoying Chain Gun, insanely fast speed, and the Elf Melter. Uses gel for ammo. Ah, flamethrower. Cool. So yeah, a bunch of good stuff came out of that. We did pretty well. We only died a few times. We didn't see the Frost Queen, though. Alright, so we're gonna do... I'm gonna see if I can't manage to get some refinements going on in there. And we're going to then do another attempt or two. And once I get towards Wave 10, I'll cut back in. I'm gonna see if I can't work this out a little bit better to allow me to fight off Santa and Everscream more efficiently without opening myself up to more attack. Correction, friends. This episode is running quite long, and rather than make you sit through over an hour of total footage, we're gonna cut right here, and you can join us tomorrow for episode 30, part 2, because this end is being recorded well after the fact. I completely lost track of episode time while I was recording this originally, so apologies for that. I got really excited about pushing through the Frost Moon and the Martian invasion and ended up overdoing it. So tomorrow we're going to tackle the Frost Moon proper style, and we're going to have some fun with some Martians, check out a sweet new weapon that we have, and in generally kick some butt, and then move on to some bigger and better things. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. If so, leave a thumbs up, let me know what I did right. If not, leave a thumbs down and tell me what I can do better. Once again, apologies for the static sound from the air conditioner. Unfortunately, it's friggin' hot out, and without that air conditioner, I am a just zero energy sweating mess of a mentat, and nobody is going to be entertained by that. Either way, if you would like to see more of these videos, click subscribe down to the lower left, and I'll see you tomorrow.